people in Bloomington are remembering 4 lives that were lost over the weekend with a candlelight vigil and balloon release. Police say they were found dead inside their home Sunday evening near Bart Elementary School. Madison Porter joins us now live to share what they will be remembered for. Thank you, Madison, and we do want to let you know within the past few minutes we did receive those names and causes of death. We have Christopher Simmons, age 33 of Bloomington, Chelsea Lusher, age 31 of Bloomington, Trina Hollings, age 31 of Normal, and Armani L. Bennett, age 13 of Bloomington. We will have further details, including their causes of death, on our website and on our app. Please keep out for that in the next 15 minutes or so. You can download that app at the Google Play or Apple App Store to stay up to date on this and the latest. She earned 60% of the vote, just under 2/3 there, and was leading throughout the evening as the votes came in. Now, also as the votes came in, Taylor Fleming was live in downtown Peoria at Ali's watch party. And we know Taylor, the mayor, just gave what we believe is a victory speech.
Now let's go to Normal, where we continue with another term for Chris Coos. You can see the numbers there.
This will actually be his 6th term. He's been mayor since 2003. It looks fairly close between him and Lorenz, actually. It looks like only about 500, less than 500 votes separate those two. Rounding out the 3 candidates there, Kimberly Harris, a current town council member, with 14% of that vote. Welcome back. I am joined here with Professor of Political Science Terry Brenner to talk about some big Illinois-focused stories happening both in Washington and here in the States. And I know things you were mentioning before this conversation, you know, we're talking about how his age plays into it. Madigan is 83.
Right?
Exactly. And then also a lot of people have written letters speaking to his character, asking the judge for leniency. You know, how are ways that can play into that decision?
Sure. I think the main guy he's got on his side is former Governor Edgar.
Governor Pritzker. He's been a very strong opponent of the president, Donald Trump. Is there a chance he's putting a target on the state of Illinois? Sometimes we have to see when something is like actually has political value or if it's political theater. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
And so these hearings, are they even likely to make any movement on that issue?
99% of this is political theater.
Coming up next, Jim says the Chicago Bears could be in the running for the top running back in tomorrow night's NFL draft. Plus, we'll meet a couple Morton Potters soccer stars who have Division I college futures, but first, they have big goals, like that one.
Don't forget, Monday is the solar eclipse, about 94% eclipsed. I think the camera's this way.
Yes,
in the right direction.
And you guys can look as good as we do.
Yes, 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock tomorrow down at the Riverfront Museum. Chuck's going to be down there, and we're giving away some of the, I was close.
You were looking in the right direction.
There's the camera.
Yeah, you can get a nice pair of these.
So if you still need your eclipse glasses, get 4 to 7 at the Riverfront Museum tomorrow. You'll need these for Monday. Again, 94%.
But don't wear them when you're not looking at the sun, or you won't be able to see.
They're dark.
They're dark.
Yeah. We have a lot of studio lights in here, and, you know, it's tough to see, but... Yeah.
Over the past couple of weeks, 25 News has been getting hundreds of cards to send to long-term care facilities across central Illinois. But what you might not know is that we hand deliver each bag of cards. So come along with us as we make a delivery in McLean County. Let's start our journey with some numbers. The proposed pipeline plans to hold around 1,400 to 2,100 pounds of pressure. Now, for instance, a tire like this one holds 30 to 35 pounds of pressure per square inch. So that's around the equivalent of 60 tires. This stack of paper here contains the hundreds, if not thousands, of addresses along the pathway of the pipeline here, including towns like Elmwood, Hannah City, Brimfield, and more. But even if your address isn't on this list, the impacts of the pipeline could be far-reaching. Up here on the roof of the Dream Center, you can see how the smoke covers everything on every horizon. But it's also a spot where people can escape the unhealthy conditions. The soon-to-be graduates of the elite program are using their time in a cell like this to break free from the label of being a criminal and emerge as a new person. Tyler and Amber, when you visit the small towns affected by tornadoes in Fulton County, you can still see the lingering impact. Now, most of the structural debris is gone, and you can still see piles of burning trees throughout the area, but there's still lots of healing and rebuilding to do. It's kind of the same story for the Bordner family. The immediate danger is past, but it'll be a while before things ever get back to normal. Hey Amber, so the general piece of advice is if it's too cold for you, it's definitely too cold for them. Well, let me be the first to tell you, it is too cold out here. I've been doing little jogs in place to keep my blood pumping here, but don't take my word for it. We got a thermometer out here. Now to give you some comparison, our newsroom is like a nice toasty 75 degrees. And this is where the temperature's at now, but when you count for that wind chill, it actually feels even colder here.
The neighbors we spoke to today said that something like this has never happened on their block before. Nevertheless, just hours ago, this quiet residential street was a bustling crime scene. Police tape was blocking off the area we're standing in right now. And in that blue house behind us, police and the county coroner's office were moving in and out, finding evidence and talking with family members.